As all League players know, everybody below your current rank is low elo, and everyone else is high elo. Joking aside though, how do you judge a player's skill? Do you base it on their current rank, peak rank, or somewhere in between, or it's the rank that they average in, at least recently? For yourself, it should always be your current rank, just to remain in reality, avoid all of the overthinking about what rank you truly deserve, or where you were before, or anything like that. When it comes to others, it gets a little bit more complicated. Regardless of what way you choose to assess others, it needs to at least be consistent. So if you judge by peak, it needs to be like that for everybody. If you do it for current rank, again, it needs to be for everybody. But does it change depending on how recently they peaked or how recently they dropped? In an extreme example, you could use something like pro players in Season 1. Obviously, they're not the same skill level now if they haven't been playing to maintain that, so you wouldn't use that peak. But let's say it's 2 years ago, or even 1 year ago. It gets a little bit harder to determine how much you can actually hold on to for judging their skill. Or even right now, what about the start of a season when everybody is dropped? Let's say challenger players, they're back in diamond. When do you start to judge their skill level? What if they were challenger, but they don't climb out of diamond for a month? Are they now diamond? At what point do you draw that line? Or perhaps at the start of the season, you could also judge based on the percentage of the player base instead of the actual elo, or judge based on the amount of games that they've played in that particular elo. What about if they decayed and they just stopped playing? Are they still that same skill level? I know it may sound like I'm really overcomplicating it in this video, and I probably am, but the point that I want to get across is that different people have different ways of assessing a person's skill based on their current ranking or various times at which they hit a rank. I'm curious at other people's thoughts on how all of you would interpret someone else's rank. I personally always judge someone by their current rank, because I find that the simplest way, and it works consistently with how I judge myself.